Shalom, Shalom, call hello, Yahawah, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honor to elders, apostles, great millstone, and peace and salutations to the elect of the nation of Israel, and to you, speckled bird Israelites that are scattered abroad that look like the heathen nations. To y'all, say Shalom, and Shalom to all you brothers and sisters that may be listening to these videos, and Shalom to all you brothers, all you Akim that's out there laboring out there in highways and byways. To y'all, say Shalom, that's magnifying this truth and sincerity. You know, this video, this truth is only for the elect of Israel. You know, 2/3 of our people will be destroyed. I also want to say this, that the Israelites today are who you call black, Hispanic, Native American, Puerto Rican, Dominican, Jamaican, Haitian, Guatemalans, the Panamanians. Those are the Israelites, always have been and always will be. You know, and basically I wanted to mention that, you know, those, I want to talk about Kanye and the Kyrie thing that's been going on, right? And the coming persecution, because, you know, if you haven't already heard, you know, what's been going on is, you know, them being called anti-Semitic, which Sim is not a word, it is Shem. It's not Sim, it is Shem with the SH. You know, and they use that word to control the narrative or to control the direction of the conversation. You know, and most people, they don't understand, you know, where that word comes from, so they just believe it. You know, or the media, they just believe every fucking thing. They don't research nothing. But most people don't have brains. They don't think they've been lied to. You know, or Jake knows that they've been lied to, right, on certain things, but you just ain't gonna research and study it. You know, but that's why the Lord set us up, you know, to give you the full truth, you know, to filter everything through the Bible, through the scriptures. You know, that's why He's only coming back to save the elect, because 2/3 of our people, they have a mindset of, oh, well, it is what it is, or they don't care. No, the Lord is let this truth be known. Let, you know, these celebrities come out and say that the Israelites, whether they control opposition or not, the truth is going out, and there's nothing these small hats people, these fake issues can do to say, you know, or do to stop this truth. You can't do anything, you know. All right, let me get this in 2 Corinthians 13 and verse 8. It says, "For we can do nothing against the truth before the truth." Right. You know what? I know with Kanye, he specifically, I know he said there was a video where he said that he was Semitic, but like I said, it's Shem. You know, because he said black people are the Jews. He said that they're Jews also, like that there's multiple different races of Jews. No, there's not. There's not. Right? I even seen the video. This other celebrity, Jay, I think his name is Lil Scrappy, whatever the hell his name is. He said something about Asians are Jews, and that's wrong. That's not right. Right? You know, and really, Jews, the word Jew comes from the tribe of Judah, which Judah comes from the 12 tribes of Israel. It's one of the 12 of the tribes of Israel, right? Which make up the Israelites, right? Which just that doesn't include all these other nations. That's only talking about a specific nation of people, because if we go into the curses in Deuteronomy 28th chapter, it explains to you that the Israelites, or who you would call the Jews, like I said, which is mainly the Jews are mainly called Jews when you're the tribe of Judah. All the Israelites are not considered Jews, but they are Israelites. How you would know who the real Jews are is if you read Deuteronomy 28. The real Jews, and I will use it in the same context as, or the real Israelites are the ones who went into slavery on slave ships, the one who had yokes of iron on their necks, right? Who had shackles around their feet, the ones who were sold on auction blocks. Where did that happen? That happened over here in America. Don't give me that, you know, you got these Jakes, or you got these Christians, or you got these, you know, these other nations. People say, oh, all people experience slavery. No, not the way we did. They didn't go to slavery on those slave ships, not their whole damn race. You know, they weren't forced to eat things that they didn't eat before. They weren't forced to worship Christianity, you know, at the barrel of a gun or a sword in their face, right? It wasn't happening to them, you know, for the most part. That was happening to the real Jews or the real Israelites, right? And the people over there, they call themselves Israelis, right? So, and if you look up the word Israeli, right, you know, you look up the word Israeli, it means like an inhabitant of that land. So that means that, you know, if I moved over there right now, I would be an Israeli, because all I gotta do is get a citizenship thing, or a citizenship pass, whatever you want to call it, and I'm one of them now. See, the whole thing is off. Everything that they got set up is off. You know, and like I said, the truth is coming out, man. These devils are being exposed. You know, they're trying to figure out ways to basically not give Kanye a spotlight, you know, but put him in the spotlight at the same time. How does that even make sense? You keep bringing up what he said, or, you know, you bring up these tweets that he made, you know, as far as about them people not being the real people, or us being the real people too, or something, whatever he said. You know, you can't do that. You can't put whatever he said and then expect the light not to be shined upon it. You don't want to shine the light upon it in the first place. So all you doing is making the truth even more known than what it already is. Right? Let's get this in the book of Psalms chapter 19. Right? Psalms chapter 19. And I'm gonna start at verse 4. Matter of fact, I'm gonna start at verse 2. It says, "Day unto day utter of speech, and night unto night show of knowledge." It says, "There is no speech nor language where their voice is not heard. Their line is going out throughout all the earth." It says, "And their words to the end of the world, and then he have set a tabernacle for the sun." So, what is this talking about? You know, day unto day utter of speech, right? This is talking about, you know, we're constantly prophesying, we're constantly speaking the scriptures, you know, breaking them down, you know, telling the world what's to come, telling these different nations what their position is and what their place is on the earth, telling them that we getting ready to rule, telling them that we're going into slavery, right? Telling you that the Lord is the one who's doing all these different things on the earth, good or bad. That's what we're telling you, right? You know, and we're telling people this through mainly the internet, you know, right? Like right now, I'm doing a sit-down video. I'm sitting down, you know, recording this, and I'm going to upload this on my YouTube channel, right? That's what most brothers do. That's what we do. We upload this on the internet. Everybody sees it. So, you know, that's how people hear about this truth. And like I said, you can't hide it. You know, you can't run from it. Right? You know, we're in that time. Right? These devils are scared, man. Let me look up this scripture real quick. Because that's like I said, that's really why they're saying anti-Semitic. You know, if I haven't already mentioned it, I don't think I have, but Sim is not the true word. It is Shem with the SH. Shemitic, not Semitic. Right? You know, everything is off. Like, everything is backwards. Like, when they say certain things about, you know, the Jews and all that stuff, they say like a word that's like the opposite of that. Like, it just doesn't make sense. That's why you gotta study to show yourself approved. You gotta actually research these things, which the majority of people, they just take things for face value and believe it. Especially Jake. There's several people, they just believe everything this devil say. They don't question nothing. You know, but they question everything they own gotta say. You know? Seating Great Army. Get this real quick. Right? And I know Kyrie, all he did was post something about a documentary. He posted a picture, like it's literally like a picture or like a screenshot of a documentary that said Hebrews to Negroes. And they're saying that he was promoting it. They're saying that he's anti-Semitic, he's hateful, which he didn't. And they were saying that he said hateful things. He didn't say anything. It's just a picture that he posted on his Instagram. That's literally all he was. And I'm not defending him. I'm just speaking the facts. I'm telling y'all what happened because he ended up apologizing. And we ain't supposed to fucking do that, man. We ain't supposed to apologize to these people, man. These people know who we are, man. They know we're the real Jews. They just some scared punks, man. You know, because they know they're going into slavery, and all these people believe, oh, they're the real people. They got everything, so they must be the people. No. It was prophecy that they would get into the position that they haven't always been in a position of power. They haven't always been like that. That's why you got to do the research. You got to study. Which Jake, 2/3 of people, they don't study nothing. They just believe, oh, well, it is what it is. I ain't gonna study. I don't need to. You know, I'm trying to chase a bag. Shut your dumb ass up, man. Hate our people, man, that act like that, man. You shouldn't research anything, or you in that is what it is spirit. No, it just is what it is, man. That's not the spirit to be in. You need to research things, study things, right? Look things up. Go deep into it. You know, don't just take it for face value, man. You know, this is Ezekiel 37:10. Right? Now this chapter is talking about Ezekiel seeing a vision of dry bones, which the dry bones are talking about us, the Israelites, us not having the knowledge, us not knowing who we were, us being under the curses, us being in the dead estate, right? But this part I'm going to read, it talks about basically us waking up, right? Getting that breath of life, which is talking about the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of these scriptures, us knowing who we are again. This is Ezekiel 37 and verse 10. It says, "So I prophesied as he commanded me, and the breath came into them, and they lived." It's talking about Salakia. They lived spiritually. You know, that breath is talking about the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. And they stood upon their feet in an exceedingly great army. Now, we're not out here standing hut 2, hut 3. That's not what that's talking about. Like how IUIC be doing, marching down the damn street, man. The Lord didn't tell us to do that, man. This is a spiritual thing. This is not a physical thing where we're doing, like I said, hut 1, hut 2, or we got a gun in our hand and we doing all these different movements. And we go, no, that's not what this talking about, man. You know, that exceedingly great army is you seeing all these influx of Israelites out there preaching, out there getting on Esau, getting on the other nations, man. You know, that's what this is talking about. You seeing a whole bunch of different Israelite pages all over YouTube. You seeing how people come out and profess that they're Israelites, you know, and saying that with it. You know, they might speak a little truth, but they don't have the full truth. Because if you have the full truth, you ain't going to deny what you said, or you ain't going to backtrack. You know, the Lord don't like that punk-ass spirit, man. You know, you a damn punk, man. Kyrie and Kanye, they both punks. You know, like I said, like I said, Kyrie didn't say anything, but he took back what he said on Twitter. Whatever, like I said, he didn't say he hate them or anything. I know he didn't say that. And Kanye didn't say he hate them either, but he just said that we were Jews. Right? You know? And, the Lord don't want your ass apologizing, man. The Lord don't like that shit. You know, play hard or go home. Right? If you ain't gonna play hard, you ain't gonna try. What's the point of you even showing up? Don't even put on your pads. Don't put on your uniform. Don't do none of that shit. Don't do it. Your ass might as well just stay home, be a damn couch potato, man. You know, and pursuant to this truth, you know, if you ain't gonna do the work, you ain't sincere about this thing. Hey, don't be studying. Don't be trying to be around brothers, and then stop being the damn keyboard warrior. I hear brothers say that, you know, a lot, because you got a lot of those, man. You got a lot of keyboard warriors. You just be watching videos all day. You be laughing and joking. Ha ha, it's not funny. You know, you think you're gonna be saved? You probably got some Israelites that think they are already saved. You don't even know the scriptures. You know, talking about you already saved. You know, it says, "He that dare to the end, the same shall be saved." We're not at the end. We're getting close, but we're not at the end. Right? It says, yeah, I'm going to read it again. It says, "So I prophesied as he commanded me, and the breath came into them, and they lived and stood upon their feet in an exceedingly great army." You know? So, like I said, I explained what that was. That's the mass influx of Israelites waking up, you know, out there in the highways and byways, you know. You know, you got a lot of people that they may know the Israelites. They may not necessarily be prophets, but they pay attention. They watch, you know, and they say it on these other little different websites and apps like TikTok. I see a whole bunch of those videos. So a lot of people are waking up. You know, the average person or the average Jake knows that they're Israelite. They've heard this before. They might not be all the way into it, but you've heard it, right? And this is what Esau is scared of. Like I said, that's why they're putting this label or this term anti-Semitic on Kyrie and Kanye, right? Because it's such a danger and a hazard to say that we're the true Jews. It's such a threat, you know, which it really is. Like I said, it really is. You know, that's why they're doing that. But you gotta think. I know what Kyrie, like I said, when he posted the picture of the documentary Hebrews to Negroes, if they're coming at him so damn hard, why aren't they coming at Why ain't they coming at Amazon, the people who own Amazon, and I think who owns Amazon, Jeff Bezos, I think? Why ain't they coming at him? The attack is aimed at us because we are the true people, especially you, a celebrity, Jake. Oh, you really biting the hand that feeds you. You know, you can't do that, man. You know, in their world, you know, and we know that most of these Jakes, you're already compromised. So, you know, you're gonna apologize. You're gonna take down what you said. You're afraid to lose your position or your status in this world. Hey, I'm not rich. I'm far from it. I'm poor. You know, not poor in the spirit and in my faith, but I don't have no money. I get by. I go to work. You know, do my daily duties, take care of my life. You know, people around me or whatever. That's it. You know, I don't do a lot. That's just me personally. You know, I don't have a lot of assets and I don't have things that I'm worried about. If it was to happen, it will be happen. It'll be what it is. I'm not gonna try to run back and get my damn Xbox on my damn phone if something was to happen. Fuck all that. You know, and excuse my language, but it is what it is. I'm not trying to run. The truth is being put out now on the earth at such a high level, man. Like I said, you Jace, only the electors gonna get it anyway, and the full truth. Because all these other camps, they don't even have the full truth. They tell you some things that's off, and you ain't supposed to speak things that's off. I mean, if you sincerely going off, and then you know the Lord open up your understanding and you start teaching it right there, then that's good. You know, then you the right, you know, you could be a part of the elect. And I don't know if I'm part of the elect or not, you know, Lord willing, you know. I ain't gonna say that I even think I am, I just hope. Because I go off, you know, I'm not perfect, but that's how the scriptures say we will rehearse in the righteous acts. You know, I'm gonna get a precept to what the breath of life is. It's in Wisdom of Solomon, I believe, chapter 7. What is that verse? 25. It says, it's talking about the breath of life, because when it said Ezekiel commanded, he spoke the breath into them. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7, verse 25. It says, for she is the breath of the power of Yahawah. No matter of fact, I'm gonna go up to explain it, you know, more in detail. It says, for wisdom is more moving than any motion. She passeth and goeth through all things by the reason of her pureness. Right? So this wisdom, it passeth every other form of knowledge you can think of, because it's pure. It's not tainted. It didn't come from man. This came from the heavens, man, the Lord's throne. Right? It says, for she is the breath. It's talking about the wisdom, the knowledge of the power of Yahawah. So that's what that breath was in Ezekiel. Us getting the understanding, us getting the wisdom, us understanding who we are, us understanding who our power is, man. It says, and the pure influence flowing from the glory of the Almighty. See? This comes from the throne of Yahawah Shemiyah. Therefore can no defiled thing fall into her. So if you defiled, right, if you full of sin and iniquity, right, you ain't repented, it's a lot of you, right? Or you trying to come up some other way, you still trying to claim that you're an Israelite, or you don't believe all the way, the Lord's not going to give you the full truth. Because he already knows your spirit, and he's the one that gives you the full understanding to begin with. And the elect is already chosen. So you will have brothers that fall out this thing, brothers that they think they got the truth, but they really don't. You know, it's just that's just a part of it. But somebody actually has that breath, that real understanding, that real wisdom, which, you know, I believe the elders, apostles, and great millstones got, because when I first came into truth, I wasn't watching them, and I was watching certain other camps, you know. I can see the zeal, but it's not the same. It's not the same, you know, spirit that Great Millstone got on. And these other camps that I used to watch, they didn't got worse. Like, it's things that's so obvious and so clear cut. Like, you will understand that when you first came in. You know, if the spirit's really on you, that they're backtracking on, or they're saying, you know, that they're just saying certain things that's just obviously not true. So they don't have, I fully know that they don't have the truth, or they never had the spirit on them to begin with. Because that wouldn't happen. You know? You ain't going to be backtracking. You know? Now let's go back to, hold on. Let me get this word precept. Fear will upon them. This is Revelations 11 and verse 11. Right? Because like I said, you know, I believe probably Kanye is definitely control opposition, because at the same time he had on the White Lives Matter shirt like a month ago, and then he's coming out and saying that we the Jews and all this stuff, man. They just using him to stir up controversy, man. You know, and like I said, when you get to a certain level in this society, man, you know, you got to sell out, man. You know, even before you even get there, to try to make your way up the ladder, so to speak. This is Revelations 11 and verse 11. It says, and after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from Yahawah, it was that breath of life, of Yahawah entered into them, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them. You see, that's what's happening, man. You know, I've been seeing. I think what happened, like a week ago or a couple days ago, that lady Nancy Pelosi. I think I did a video on her. Somebody broke into her home and hit her head. Not hit her head, Salakia. They hit her husband over the head with like a hammer, and he was bloody and all this stuff. And they said it was somebody who was anti-Semitic. That's what they said. So obviously they're trying to basically build up a case to come against us and persecute us. We can see that. Us brothers that actually go out there and teach, that actually profess the names of Yahawah, Shemiyah, that are not backtracking, that are going full pedal to the metal, full speed ahead, you know, to prophesy and to, you know, hasten for the Yahawah to come back. You know, they see us out there in the highways of byways. You can't miss us. Like I said, you have Israelites, you know, on every, you know, not on every corner, but you got Israelites preaching in every major city in the United States. We got camps in, we got a camp in, you know, here where I'm at, Louisville, Kentucky. We got a camp in Lexington, Kentucky. You know, we got a camp in Indianapolis, Indiana. We got a camp in Chicago. We got a camp in Boston. We got a camp in New York City. We got multiple camps over there. You know, I'm talking about GMS. I'm not saying you don't got other Israelite camps, because you do. I think we got a camp in Rhode Island. You got a camp in New Jersey. You got a camp in Maryland. You got a camp in West Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina. You got a camp in Miami, Florida, Orlando, Florida, Jacksonville. You got a camp in New Orleans. You got a camp in Baton Rouge. You know, you got a camp in San Antonio, Texas, Houston, Dallas, Jackson, Mississippi, Atlanta. You know, Memphis, Tennessee, Nashville, Tennessee. What else? You know, basically camp in LA, Seattle, San Diego. Y'all get what I'm saying? You have Israelites in every city in America, every major city in America. That's that breath of life that the Lord has breathed unto men. The Israelites, the true Israelites, the true Jews, right? You know, because that's who we are, man. We're the true Israelites. We're the true people of the Lord, man. We're not going to come out and say this on the internet, and then they bring up a video, and did you say this? Is this you? And it's clearly you. You denied it because you scared of what they're going to do to you? Nah, fuck that, man. And Lord willing, when that time does come, you know, we stand boldly, man. I pray to you about Shemiyah. I stand boldly because I be getting fired up. I be getting kind of mad, man. But, you know, it is what it is, man. Because I am sincere about this, man. I'm not one of them brothers that, oh, well, I don't care. No, man. I'm sincere. Ever since the Lord woke me up, the day that the Lord woke me up and started opening my mind and giving me understanding, I've been serious about this, man. You know, I haven't done a lot of things which I don't care to do anyway, because I devoted my life to this truth, man. You know, I made that sacrifice, you know, up until now. You know, Lord willing, I keep making that sacrifice. You know, and that's what this is about, man. You know, we're not trying to forward our lives, and we're not trying to, you know, prosper in America. We're not trying to do that, because you don't even gotta be somebody who knows that you're an Israelite. You could just, if you're just a normal person, you pay attention to politics, you pay attention to government talks or stuff like that, you would know that they're trying to implement a whole other financial system. They're trying to do away with cash. You know, you would understand that the food is about to run out. You will understand that the government don't even care about you. That's like common news now. You know that the government don't really care about us, and they don't have our best interest at heart. So why are you trying to make it in a place that's fucking sinking, like a damn boat that's sinking? But your ass trying to stay on the boat and play. You know, I'm think of a Carnival cruise ship, the big Carnival cruise ships that have water slides on them. They have clubs on them. It's like a damn whole city on the boat, right? Think of that. It's sinking, but your ass trying to slide in. You trying to still slide in that water park on the damn boat while it's sinking. Your ass gonna die. You gonna die. You know, that's what a lot of our people doing. They still trying to. Oh, I'm still trying to start a business. I'm still trying to you know, I'm trying to prepare for my kids' future. You know, I'm depending on my 401k, man. Fuck your 401k, man. You know, your 401k it don't mean a damn thing, man. You know, it don't mean a damn thing. And they already, you know, with these jabs, they told you that they lied to you. And, you know, they was telling you, they still pushing them. And even though they admitted they lied to you about what the effects of them are. So everything is going bad in society. That's why I said, even if you one of my people that reject it, you should still have some type of sense and be like, well, I should be getting prepared to, be able to move and do something, But you still in that party in that birth mindset of, oh well, everything gonna be all right. That's always been happening. And that's gonna continually go on in this way. No, there's gonna come a time to where we're gonna be in Jacob's trouble. All hell breaking loose. They're gonna be persecuting us. Our names are gonna be defamed. They're gonna put our faces on the news. They're gonna have a bounty under his. This is gonna happen, man. And we're gonna have a lot of our own people to turn this in. I fully believe that scripture. I believe it. Let me try to find this. Cast us down. Try to find this. Consult to cast for excellency. Salaki, I'm trying to find this. This is Psalm 62 and verse 4. Right? This is talking about us, man. It says, this is Psalm 62 and verse 4. It says, they only consult to cast him down from his excellency, and they delight in lies, and they bless with their mouth, but they curse inwardly. You see? Well, that's what these small hats, these people that's actually running things, that's what they do. That's why they're finding Kyrie Irving, and they make him pay $500,000 damn dollars, and they make him take down his tweet, which can't nobody really make you do anything. You got to give in. So that's what he did. He gave in. So you can't do that, man. He fainted in the day of adversity, and that showed that his strength is small. He didn't really believe like that, or he didn't. And he said that. He said some things in the film that he didn't agree with. Now, I remember I did watch some of it, like when I first came into the truth, I heard of it. But I don't even really remember exactly what was in it, so I really couldn't even tell you. I had to watch it over again, or to watch the whole thing, because I didn't even watch the whole thing the first time. But, they were saying that, I know specifically that when they were talking about it on certain news stations, they were saying that it says in the documentary that those fake Jewish people, they own everything, that they worship the devil, which that's true. That's true. I'm not, because really, if you really believe, like I said, you ain't gonna go back on what you say. You gonna trust the YASHAMIAHLA. You ain't gonna free a man. Kyrie Irving fears man and Kanye. And that's what they want to do. They don't want to be cast down, or they want to cast us down. They want us to just stay as niggas or African American or blacks or coloreds. That's what they want us to stay as forever, right? And it's crazy how you speak on them about them not being the people. You don't even have to say directly, "Oh, I hate them people." You don't even got to say that, but they make you lose your job. They come after your bank account. You can lose everything for just saying something about them. But I bet you if somebody say there's a video of or somebody, you kill a black person, right? Or a so-called black person, one of us, that ain't gonna happen to you. They gonna say you got a mental illness, or you need to get help. That's not gonna happen to you, and they're definitely not gonna blast you on every single news media outlet. If you're a so-called white person, you say something like you hate black people, they're not gonna blast you on every single media outlet. They only do it with us. That's what the scripture is talking about. They only consult to cast him down from his excellency. They want to just put us in the dirt, man. They don't want us to be highly esteemed or to be in a position of power or to make us think that we're anything. They want to put us in the damn dirt, man. And they delight in lies. That's what they do. They like telling lies because that's where their power comes from. But little do they know, their power is diminishing day by day. But it's going out fast, right? And they might say, "Oh, well, this person's really a good person, but he didn't do enough research." That's what they're saying about Kyrie. He's good at basketball, man. The Lord don't give a fuck about basketball or damn rapping. He don't care about that, man. If you're not serving Yahawah, Shemiah, in spirit and in truth, you're not keeping his laws and commandments, and you ain't professing him, you ain't out there how the Bible is doing his will, and the Lord ain't gonna save you, man. But you gotta be part of elect anyway. Yeah, but that's what they do. These devils, they bless with their mouth. They'll say, "Oh, like I said, Kanye's a good artist. And I believe he's a deep person inside, but he's got mental health issues. He didn't do a lot of research. That's what they do. But it says right here, it says, but they curse inwardly. You know what these devils is really thinking, oh shit, what we gonna do next to him? How we gonna persecute him next? You know, what else can we take away from him? That's what these devils do. You know? Let me get this in the book of Matthew, chapter 10 real quick. I believe it's in. So like, let me get a drink of this water real quick. It is Matthew chapter 10 verse 38. It says, he that findeth his life shall lose it, and he that loseth his life for my sake shall find it. So basically, you know, you gotta be willing to lose your life, man. You gotta be willing to lose your status or your position or your amount of money or the people you hang with, people defaming you, people talking bad about you. You gotta be willing and ready to go through that stuff in order to gain Yahawah, man. Because gaining Yahawah, our Lord and Savior, who the word literally calls Jesus, you know, that's the goal, man. Our goal is not to gain the popularity or the friendship of these people in the world, man. You know, because you look at people in the world anyway, they don't even care about it. Each other. You know, what in the world is really for you? You know, ain't nothing 100% guaranteed. The only thing that can be guaranteed is, you know, you being an Israelite and you make it into the kingdom if you're a part of the elect. I mean, well, 2/3 is gonna come back in the kingdom anyway, but you know, this world is not guaranteed and it's not promised to you to get rich and to get, you know, successful. But what is promised is salvation to the Israelites, man. You know? And like I said, with Kyrie and Kanye, you know, if you're trying to find your life, you're trying to keep your life comfortable, you try to be stable, you know, you're gonna have to sell out. You know, and that's what they did by apologizing, you know, by backtracking, by basically you know, taking down his post and all this stuff, man. You know, because you're trying to keep your status. You're trying to find that life again. You're trying to do that, you know. We ain't supposed to be doing it, right? But the Lord, you know, if he knew the scriptures, if he knew the Bible, you know, he wouldn't be doing that. But he don't. And like I said, the Lord's not dealing with these celebrities, man. He's not. Right? And there was prophecy, you know, that the scriptures will speak on, you know, this world being like wolves. And, you know, I'm going to bring it out in Matthew 10 verse 16. It's prophecy, man, that this world would treat you, you know, in such a harmful, neglectful way. Right? This is Matthew chapter 10 verse 16. It says, behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Right? What do wolves do? They hunt out their prey. Right? They quiet and silent. They don't, you know, they don't really come at you face value, because that's what these small hats do. These fake Jewish people, man, that's what they do, right? They hunt us out as wolves, and all these other nations, they do the same thing. Be therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves, right? And when Kyrie did, like I said, posted the documentary, you know, he wasn't as a wolf. He didn't say that he directly hated them, right? Which we say that, you know. Us, the real prophets, you know, the real men of the Lord that the Lord has set up, we ain't here to sugarcoat it, right? And we're not necessarily being wolves when we do that. So I'm not trying to make it seem like, you know, that we are wolves or anything like that. We're the sheep, right? Being a wolf is saying that you go, I'm gonna go out. You saying that on video that I'm gonna go kill all these so-called white people in my neighborhood. I'm gonna kill all these so-called Chinese people or Japanese people in my neighborhood because they put us in slavery. That's being a wolf. We ain't supposed to do that. Or you just going to your job or something and you trying to debate the script. No, that you let them know who you are. You know, you can't speak any and everything everywhere, because we got. That's why the scripture say we got to be wise as serpents, right? We gotta know who we are. We gotta know who we around. We gotta know where we at. We gotta know what society we live in, man. The odds are against us, man. The odds aren't in our favor. Right? Or, you know, everything is not, the ball's not in our hands, the ball's in their hands, they run the show. Right? You know? But the scriptures tell us about, you know, these different corporations or these, you know, these men, you know, what they intend on doing to us, you know, when that persecution comes, man. And like I said, Kyrie didn't know that, because if he did, he wouldn't have backtracked. But I don't believe he had no party elect, man. You know, more than likely he not. Same thing with Kanye. This is verse 17. It says, "But beware of men, for they will deliver you up to the councils, and they will scourge you in their synagogues." Right, and that's what they did to Kyrie. They said that he had a meeting, I think, with the NBA commissioner or something. Right, you know, and you know they scourged him by what? It's a spiritual scourging. Scourging. This is talking about physically too, but in his sense, or in his case, they kept getting on him. They kept asking him questions about why he was posting that, why he promoted it. They kept getting on him about the same thing. They kept asking him the same exact question. So they were spiritually scourging him, right, to get him to basically denounce what he claims he believed in, or he wasn't going to stand back on. And he did stand back on it, right? It says, "And you should be brought before governors and kings for my sake, for a testimony against them and the Gentiles." You see? And like I said, that he was brought before the NBA's commissioner, whatever, to speak on, you know, whatever he claimed he believed in, right? I forgot what they said about that, but they ended up suspending him for like 5 or 6 games, right? It says, "But when they deliver you up, take no thought how or what you shall speak, for it shall be given unto you in that same hour for what you shall speak." So like I said, they say that, now that part, you know, this is talking about us, the real prophets, because they're going to actually take us into synagogues and buildings or their so-called churches, and hey, some of us gonna have to die for the word of the Lord. That's gonna be what it is. But you know, as far as Kyrie's case, when they said that he had to meet with the NBA commissioner, I'm pretty sure he thought about what he was gonna say, because the Lord's not dealing with Kyrie Irving, man. Yeah, the Lord gave him talent to play basketball because he's an Israelite, you know. But the Lord's not dealing with him, man. And, you know, this is mainly talking about us, you know, because they're going to physically do this to us. It was just spiritual with him. It says, "For it is not ye that speak, but the Spirit of the Father which speaketh in you." They're talking about us. You got a lot of these celebrities that spoke up against Kanye, that spoke up against Kyrie, that say he should apologize. You basically helping this man basically scourge Kyrie and Kanye, because I heard there's like another NBA player, what's his name, Charles Barkley. He came out and said that he should be suspended, and what did they do? What did they do the very next day? Suspended him. So all you celebrity jakes, man, I hope you kick the bucket, man. You know, shalak rayim to you, because you don't want to rule, man. You don't want to be in a position of leadership to rule over the nations. They ruling over your ass. You know whose face is on that money? Yeah, ain't no so-called black or Hispanic person's face on that money. It's all so-called white people, which are the so-called white people are the Edomites, according to the Bible. They're the nation that the Lord hates, right? Those small hats, they're Edomites. They're not a different race of people just because they call themselves Jewish, you know, right? And I think I seen a tweet about I think it was Kanye going at Shaq, and then Shaq said he got more money than him. So that's all you people. That's all you Israelites care about, man. That's all you so-called black people care about. All you care about is money, man. Does who you call God or Jesus care about if you got money? No, he don't care about that. That only means something to the carnal man, to the man that's base, to the natural man, right? So you really worship men because you talking about I got more money than you. Shut up, man. It's Shaq. All these celebrity niggas is they really homos on the low, because I seen a video of Shaq dancing and twerking like with LeBron. I know brothers see what I'm talking about. They was at the All-Star game. That's gay as hell, man. You a grown man. That's not funny. And same thing, I seen the video of Charles Barkley kissing another man. You know? And you know, even in the what's that documentary that they came out with Michael Jordan, The Last Dance. Hey, he kissed the dude on the cheek, man. You know? They probably gonna take his video down, but I don't care, man. I don't care. You know, we're supposed to be scared of you devils, man. But I'm gonna get this. It says, "And the brother shall deliver up the brother to death, and the father to the child, and the children shall rise up against their parents and cause to be put to death." So, you know, in this case, your own celebrity brother or celebrity Jake brother, right? You know, they're helping, like I said, scourge you. Talking about they're all telling Kyrie Irving and Kanye to apologize, or we ain't gonna associate with him. And all these celebrity Israelites, they all heard that they was Israelites, man, but they're not gonna come out with the full truth because they're scared to lose their money. They think money, but they think money is everything. They don't think that you really think that you don't have no power without the system or the life that you already living. You really can't do nothing about it because you believe in this system. You believe in the so-called white man, don't you? You do. It says, and you should be hated of all men for my name's sake, but he that endured to the end should be saved. You see? And Kyrie didn't endure to the end because he ain't the part of the elect. You know, most likely. Same thing with Kyrie. You ain't the part of the elect. Right? All right, let me get another scripture to substantiate that. Not many noble are called. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 6. Let's get this real quick. Where is it at? Not chapter 6, chapter 1. It says, for you see your calling, brethren, how that not many wise men after the flesh, not many mighty, and not many noble are called. See, not many men that are considered rich, that have a high status, aren't noble. Because celebrities are about people that are entertainers, actors, you know, athletes. You know, they're not called. That's not who the Lord's dealing with. He didn't set them up to be their leaders. They just set the position that they're in because that's their position that they're supposed to play in this world that we're living in right now. That's what they were set up to do. They weren't set up to lead our people or to teach them the truth. They weren't. If they claim that they got the truth, like a Louis Farrakhan or Al Sharpton, right? They were set up by Esau Edom, right? Because there's a quote that J. Edgar Hoover had made. He said there will never be another so-called black Messiah unless we create him. So all these other different activists, these different celebrities are from people. They're set up by Esau Edom, the so-called white man. They're set up by him. They're not sincere, right? And the Lord didn't choose them to begin with. It says, but Yahawah have chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise, and Yahawah have chosen the weak things of the world to confound the things that are mighty. It says, in the base things of the world and things which are despised. If we're despised, you know, before Kyrie ever said, or not, he didn't say anything. He didn't say anything. He just posted a picture of the documentary. You know, before he even did that, he was praised. Right? People, if you hear Kyrie, oh, well, Kyrie, that's, you know, he's this, he's that, he's my idol, he's that. But you ain't supposed to idolize no man. You know, same thing with Kanye. People had good things to say about him until he said that we're Jews also, and they run everything. Or he said that they wasn't the people. Right? You know? People didn't look down upon them. People didn't despise them, but now they do. You know, but the main people that he's dealing with is Israelites that they don't have the status that they have. They don't have the money that they have. Regular base men. We're considered base men, poor men in this society. People don't look up to us. We don't have a huge following on our platforms, right? The Lord, that's who the Lord's dealing with. The small numbers. He's not dealing with the numbers. You know how people say, oh, we'll strip the numbers. No, the Lord ain't with you. No, it's not. You know, the Lord don't need the homeless people. He don't need any of us. You know. So, I'm trying to find this other scripture, right? And I also want to say that the majority of our people, like I said, and just a lot of the world, they don't research things either. And they just believe everything, man. That's because they're in darkness, man. These people, they've all have been taught lies. Right? I want to get this in the book of Isaiah, chapter 60. And, what was it, verse 2? Right? It says, for behold, darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. Right? So the majority of people are going to be in darkness. That's why they're also coming out against Kanye. Right? But that persecution is coming, man, because like I said, if they can't even come out and say that they're Israelites, basically, or say that we're the people, or they're not, what you think they're gonna do to our videos? They're gonna take them all down. You know, that's why we move on to other websites like Odyssey. I need to post on there because I haven't really posted on there. Rumble or BitChute. You know, that's what we're gonna start doing, man. But other brothers are already doing it, but I need to start doing it. It says, "But the Lord shall rise upon thee, and His glory shall be seen upon thee." And that's us coming out and professing this word. We're teaching out there in the street corners, man, where people can see us. They can see us, You know? So, you know, just prepare, man, for the persecution to come. You know, because it's just all building up. They building up their case so they can fully come up after us, and they gonna put us out there on Front Street for the whole world to see. You know, that's what they're basically preparing. They're cooking up. You know, using Kyrie and Kanye. You know, as centerpieces right now, right? And they're also magnifying the truth even more. So it's like they don't really win; they really gonna lose, because everything is already written in the scriptures. America's gonna be destroyed by nuclear missiles. That society's gonna collapse. They're gonna bring in the MOTB. You know, it's gonna be a famine, a time of trouble. You know, and that's gonna be what it is. So you know, Lord willing, this video was edifying. I'm gonna give all praise and honor and glory to Yahawah, YASHAMIAHLA, YASHARAHLA, and double honor to the elders, apostles, great millstone. Peace and salutations to the elect of the nation of Israel. Shalom, YASHAMIAHLA.